Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rags to Riches. My special guest today is Miss Ty, and our discussion will be two parts. Actually, we will be talking about natural hair, how to maintain it, that good stuff, plus women empowerment, self acceptance. So she's gonna talk about the hair at first and what where it started and how she got into the women empowerment. So, how are you doing today, Miss Ty?
I am doing phenomenal, Miss Sheila. I'm doing phenomenal. I can't complain. Thank you
That's
for
what I
having
was.
me.
Absolutely. Thank you for being a guest. Now, my first question is, someone with natural hair, what is the best way to reduce frizz?
So, either your hair is dry, where you need some moisture, or it's possible if you're frizzing up at the end, you need to trim your ends. So, most likely, you need to do like the LOC method or the LCO method. So, liquid oil cream is the LOC method, or you can do LCO, which is liquid cream oil. So, just whichever works better for your hair type, because it's about your texture and porosity. So those are things that I recommend, and I also recommend to deep condition your hair, because our hair technically is going to give more frizz because
Right.
it's curly, and so product is really what's going to help with the frizziness of it. And then an oil like argan oil, that will help with frizz as well. But you don't want to just put that on your hair dry. You want to actually moisturize it. So maybe add some water or um, spray it with a moisturizer. There's also some sprays, some moisturizing sprays you can spray if you just don't want to do just plain water.
Right. So, is that also like for the ones who have like that natural afro?
Natural afro for the frizz.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, same process.
Okay.
Same process. It's
Okay.
just
That's
all about knowing your texture and your porosity because let's say you have high porosity. Those people with high porosity, their hair is going to be frizzier because their hair can't hold moisture. Their
right.
hair will take in the moisture real fast, but it loses it just as fast. And you'll find your hair being frizzy because it's dry and that type of thing. So
Oh, absolutely. So, how often should they um wash their hair?
People give so many different answers on this, Miss Sheila. For me, what I do is I wash my hair every week, once a week. Ty does not miss, okay?
No.
Because I take my hair serious, okay? I ain't missing. I honestly feel like you should be at a good balance between 7 to 10 days. But for me,
Right.
it's every um Saturday now. It was every Sunday, but now it's once a week. I don't miss unless I have like a protective style in, like braids or
Right.
something. Then and you still should technically be washing your hair with braids because don't get it wrong. You are supposed to still take care of your scalp while you have protective
Right.
styles in. A lot of women believe when they have a protective style in, they don't have to care for their hair no more. That's not
I'm
true.
back. Guilty as charged. Now I did read up something about that natural hair grows faster when it's dirty. Is that true?
No, I've heard the same thing, and I honestly thought the same thing as well. But honestly, it's that's not true. What makes us feel like our hair grows faster is us not touching it, because our hair does not like to be manipulated. Our hair
True.
does not like to be touched on every day. So it's so
True.
important to do low manipulation styles or to do what's the other ones called? I don't want to call it a protective style. So I would say low manipulation styles and then protective styles are good. Low manipulation styles, just for example, are like, twist or braids, braid outs, twist outs, um, um, the the Bantu knots,
Oh,
those
I
type
love
of
those.
things. I do
Oh,
too. I do
I
too.
love
I
them. I
love
just
Bantu
I
knots.
had some for my birthday.
Did
It was
you?
so cute. I did.
Oh, I bet it was so pretty. I love
It
those.
was. I do too. I love them. That brings me back to our roots. Just seeing that.
Yes, yes.
So I really do love
I
them.
think I
So
did it. I did it one. I don't know when I did it to my hair, but I did it to my hair one time. I can't remember when I did it now.
they're beautiful though. I tell
They
you,
are.
I love to see them on colored women. Well,
Me too.
black women love it. So does natural hair, does it shed a lot?
No, if it's shedding a lot, something's wrong. I mean, your hair is going to shed. Don't get me
Right.
wrong. You lose, 50 between 50 and 100 strands of hair every day. But if you lose it more than that and you feel like your hair is just shedding excessively, something's wrong.
Ooh.
Either you're going through postpartum, or you could be having some type of what's my mom, alopecia going on. A
Oh,
lot of
wow.
women lose their hair up here. My mom is dealing with that right now. And stress can cause you to lose your
Mhm.
hair as well. Um, your hormones plays a good part in that. Birth control. People don't think this, but birth control has a lot to do with hair loss as well.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I am learning some good stuff today. Y'all hear it now. Y'all better be listening and taking it in. So why do some people consider natural hair to be ugly?
Girl, because they not educated, because they don't know how to take care of it, and people talk about things they don't understand.
Right.
Because all hair is beautiful, and honestly, I feel like we have one of the most beautiful textures.
I do too.
And
Me too.
despite what others may think, I feel like we have the most beautiful hair there is, because we can do so much to it. It's not
Yes.
no one style. It's not just straight or just curls. We have so many different things we can do to our hair, which makes our hair unique outside of anyone else's. you know
Absolutely.
yes, we have to learn how to care for it, because unfortunately nobody teaches the melanin women how to take care of their hair. It's not even talked about in cosmetology school. So we have to take it upon ourselves to learn our hair, because no one teaches it to us. And then our
Right.
ancestors, it was taken away from them. We weren't able to get the oils that we needed for our hair, because we were taken away from our homeland and away from the natural ingredients that we needed for our hair. And then we got introduced to all these dang chemicals like relaxers,
Hmm.
which is giving women fibroids and cancer. So I don't promote relaxed hair, because
Right.
it's not good for us at the end of the day. It causes breast cancer, it causes fibroids, and there's so many other issues that it causes. And
Wow.
that's why a lot of relaxers are finding themselves being sued, because they've been causing these issues for years.
Well, I need to look into that.
Girl,
What in the
yes.
world? Because I've always relaxed my hair ever since I was younger, but I also had fibroids, which I had surgery to get rid of them. Thank
Oof.
God, and they
Thank
they would
God.
never come back again. So I
Yes.
thank God for that. But wow, I honestly I didn't know none of this. That's why I'm so glad you're on here. We are learning some good
Yes.
stuff here. So um if we want to use something on our hair to help it grow, like what would be some of the best products?
Mm, well, I don't want to say that a product is just going to grow your hair. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because there are natural ingredients that help with hair growth. But um, I don't want to just say there's an actual brand to buy that's going to grow your hair. You know what I mean? Because it comes down to the techniques. It comes down to, how are you detangling your hair? Are you even detangling your hair? And are you doing it gently? Because when it comes to our hair, you got to have patience. You can't
Mm-hmm.
just be ripping through it, or you going to
True.
find yourself with lots of damaged hair and broken ends, split ends, and stuff like that. So um, it's really about learning the foundation. and then doing the porosity hair test, because you got to know your porosity. And truth be told, we can have multiple porosities in our hair. So honestly, I feel like you probably should do 3 or 4 strand tests from one side, from each side of your hair, so what the porosity is. Like for me, my hair is mostly low porosity, so that
Mm.
means that it takes my hair longer to absorb moisture. So when I get in the shower and put my head under the shower head, I have to leave it under there for a while for my hair to become moisturized, because my hair takes a long time to absorb moisture. So, and then with high porosity, they can get under the shower and their hair just gets wet automatically. They don't have to sit and wait,
Right.
but just as fast as they can get moisture into their hair, theirs just goes so fast. It doesn't stay. For me, my moisture will stay longer, but it's hard to get it in. But once it's
Hmm.
in there, it locks in there for a while.
And I
Um,
think that's me too.
Got you. Got you.
Mhm.
You can tell if if water falls on your hair and it just beads up, you probably have low porosity hair, because that's what it's gonna do. The water is gonna bead up on your hair. It's not going to absorb.
Oh wow. I have a
Mhm.
viewer. He wants to know what about collagen for hair growth.
Collagen for hair growth. I I technically never use collagen for hair growth, because it's a animal product,
Oh,
most likely, and I'm plant
right.
based.
Okay.
So I never had collagen, but I know that collagen is good for for skin. I believe it is good for hair, but I've never tried it, so I couldn't give my actual experience on it.
That's awesome. So, I know you started out as telling people and writing a ebook, which she will be giving away a ebook, guys, tonight to a lucky viewer, that talks about natural hair.
Yes, ma'am.
And what's the name of your book, your ebook?
It's called Textured Hair 101. So it's basically the foundation to help you take care of your hair. It teaches you, how to detangle it. It teaches you how to deep condition it, how to properly wash it, what what temperature the water should be when you're washing your hair, such as it shouldn't be hot. Hot causes your hair to be damaged, and it causes your hair to dry out. So we never should be washing our hair with hot water. It should be like lukewarm, more on the cooler side.
Right.
Same with when you're rinsing your hair, should the water should not be hot. So I teach all of that in there. I even give you a list of ingredients that shouldn't be in the products, and I give you a list of ingredients that should be in your product. I also give you a list of some black owned businesses that carry natural hair products as well. And I feel like the book is really needed. It's really going to give you the foundation of how to learn your hair and how to do the porosity test, how to so that you know what ingredients you're to look for your hair. So it's basically just the ground level of learning how to take care of your hair and be successful, so you don't have to deal with breakage, dryness, things of that nature. So this is a book that I needed when I first started, because girl, I was around the way. I used to be in the shower probably about 6 to 8 hours just washing my hair, because
Oh wow.
it took me so long to
Right.
like learn. So with this book, it's definitely going to cut that learning curve for sure.
That sounds so good. So guys, again, she will be giving away an ebook to one of you lucky viewers. Um, I might get we might throw in a question that you guys will have to answer, and whoever gets the right answer to that question. So you better be listening to what we're saying. So we're gonna bring a question back so you can win that book. So now that you have written the ebook, and now you also do the women empowerment self acceptance. Why the switch?
So I feel like when I had this 10-day detox, like we were talking, God like put in my heart, like, Ty, I need you to use your voice more. I need you to, tell your story. Like, and I'm like, I know you don't want me to talk about that stuff that happened to me back then, right? I was like, I don't want to talk about that stuff. I don't want to tell these people what happened to me. I'm like, God, please no. I don't want to talk about this.
You know, when he say something, you got to get it.
Exactly. And then I had like a birth reading chart with my sis Grind. Shout out to Grind. And she basically told me how my voice has been suppressed since I've been a little girl. Because in our homes we ain't allowed to talk back then, or unless you
Mm.
want a fat lip or
What you talking
not no
about?
teeth. Okay.
And it still remains the same in our home. Absolutely.
See, I kind of gave my son a little freedom because I don't want him to feel like his voice is suppressed. I don't
Right.
give him the freedom to be disrespectful, but I do want him to be able to express his feelings, you know? So I do give him that. It's a little difficult because I wasn't raised that way. But I I really was just being obedient because God was like, I really need you to start using your voice. So that made me start opening up to my story and what I went through and the challenges that I had, with me being stuck in a toxic, abusive um, relationship for 7 years because I didn't know how to love myself properly.
Right.
And a lot of women get stuck in that same situation. In a lot of times, like nowadays, I feel like women have lowered their standards so much because they want to have a man, but it's like you're not truly happy because you unlowered your standards so much. This man is just able to do whatever he wants and treat you however you want, because you don't stand on anything. And so it was like that's what I allowed to happen for so long, and it really broke me. And I'm thankful that I made it out of that situation, and that I started my healing journey, and that I've grew through that process. And so when I was going through that, battling, low self-esteem, state of depression, and lacking self-acceptance, I didn't have anyone, Sheila. I didn't have anyone to uplift me, to empower me, to get out of that. I kind of was stuck there for a while. And so I said, I don't want other women to go through this, especially younger girls. I don't want them to go through this. And then just seeing how society is now, with all the girls looking alike, everybody going to get a BBL, girls dying over getting BBLs to go across the country to go get this stuff. And then when you get back over here, you still ain't happy with yourself. It's like, what is the purpose of this? What is the purpose? And so a lot of these women are just doing things because it's the trend now, and they feel like that's going to help them be accepted. That's going to help them get attention from a man. And it's like, that's superficial. It's like, what's in the inside? What's in your heart? Because that's what matters at the end of the day. It's not what you look like.
Absolutely. And one of the viewers, they want to know if the question is going to be about hair. Yes, because the book is about hair, so the question would definitely be about hair. So you guys just, you got to listen out. Just try to remember what she say now, so you guys can win that good book.
Right. And
All
if they
right.
have any questions, that come up afterwards, I'll be free to answer them.
Okay. So absolutely. So if you guys have any other questions, regarding that, she would definitely, after we finish, she would definitely answer you guys' questions. So that is awesome. So how do you empower yourself and the women around you?
So I empower them through scriptures, things that I do, like walking, exercising. I meditate. I always talk to them about speaking affirmations, to themselves, reversing that negative self-talk into positive, because it's all a mindset. What we think turns into action. So we need to make sure that we do a paradigm shift on, how we think and what we allow to come out of our mouths. Because words do have power.
Oh, yes.
That's what people fail to realize. What you speak, you're speaking into existence. So you want to speak what you want to happen, not what you don't want to happen.
True. So, what makes you a strong woman?
Well, I kind of like to not. I know we've been trying to like get away from that strong woman, strong black woman thing, cuz like we be needing help, and they be acting
True.
like we just strong and we don't need no help. No, we need help too. I would say I have developed strength through all of the adversity and all of the challenges and all of the heartbreak and
Mm.
all of the brokenness that I went through
Mhm.
in the past. It built strength in me. It built tough skin in me. And now I truly know why I went through all of that stuff. I
Unlock
truly
your phone.
had um a time where my I think my resilience was tested, cuz like I was picked on in middle school. People made rumors about me in middle school all the way up, to getting out of high school. And it's like all of those things built me to this stronger woman where I'm able to battle things easier because I've already undealt with all of those things. So, I think just with experiences in life has really helped me grow as a person, an individual, and as a woman. And now I know how to face these battles, easier. I think you on mute, Miss Sheila.
Hey, that little boy, I'm so sorry. He keep coming in here to drive me up.
It's okay.
I was keep telling him to get out and leave me alone. So that's why I keep muting it because he would not leave me alone. Um, but absolutely, I'm so glad that you're able to even sit here and tell your story. You even had a little testimony in the beginning about it, and a lot of people want to hear about things like that, or they want to know how to get out that shell and talk about it, but it's hard. So when we see other women that talk about it, you know, me being a woman, that makes me feel like, okay, well, if she can come out with it, hey, so can I. So,
Right, right.
that
We
that
need to
is
know that there's
awesome.
power in testimonies. There's power
Absolutely.
in everyone's story. So anybody listening, you have a voice. You have a story. And you may not think that your story is important, but trust me, your story is important. Somebody will relate to it. Somebody We fail to realize that we all are on this planet for a reason. Don't get it twisted like you here by accident. God
Right.
picked you to be here. Do you
Mm-hmm.
know it's like I forgot the number on it, but it's like a 4,000 chance that we're here. That
Wow.
God chose to have that sperm go to the egg that we was in. There's a lot of eggs, but we were chosen to be here. So we need to
Absolutely.
stop taking life for granted because we all have something to give to the world. We all have some type of gift. We all have some type of talent that the world needs. But if you refuse to birth whatever God put in you, no, the world won't ever have it. And then it just goes to waste and goes to the grave with you.
True, true. I like that. So, is it good to use positive self-talk?
Oh yeah. Oh yes, definitely every day. Cuz you already know it's so quick to be negative. So quick to be negative and society flocks to the negativity over positivity
Mm-hmm.
any day.
True.
So, it's like you definitely have to give yourself positive self-talk because we can be our biggest critic. I know I can be. So, I've been getting better with that and giving myself grace, because we cannot
Absolutely.
just pick ourselves apart. We
True.
gotta show ourselves compassion. We need to talk to ourselves, not talk to me nice. Like
Right.
other people want you to talk to them. Talk to yourself nice as well. Talk to yourself as you would talk to your best friend. I'm sure if you a good friend, you is not telling your friend some nonsense.
True.
You speaking positivity, love. You need to do that for yourself. You deserve it. And I always say,
Absolutely.
love on yourself before you try to give love to somebody else
Mm.
because you cannot love
Preach.
nobody if you don't love yourself.
Preach, honey. Yes, I agree with that 110%. So, what woman inspired you?
Um, what woman inspired me? Hmm. Like to just go on my healing journey or mean like in general
In
inspires me?
general. In general.
I would have to say shout out to my sister Stizzle Speaks. She definitely inspires me. She real, she genuine, and she, I don't know, she speaks with authority. Like she know who she is. She's confident. And another woman that inspires me is Panther Ink Graphics because she real as well. She's definitely a ball of energy, and she's very knowledgeable, and she's unapologetic, just like Stizzo. And that's
Hmm.
how I am. So I know those women, they really inspire me. To continue to be the best version of myself. And I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. Uh, hmm, I can't really think of anyone else, honestly.
And that's good. I love a friend that's gonna tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear.
Right,
So
right. Give me the real all day. I may not like it, but I want the real. Don't be beating around the bush with me. Give me the real. Like, tell me how it
true.
is.
True.
Cause I'm gonna do the same.
Absolutely. That's me all day. And my family will tell you, honey, I am very outspoken.
Okay.
Very. But I don't know no other way but to be real. So, you
Yes, that's
gotta
the
take
best
me
way to
how I
be. Ain't
am.
nobody got time to be phony. Like,
No.
you keep that over there.
Right. True story.
I don't want no parts of that.
True story. So what are some of the ways that a woman can feel confident about themselves?
What are some ways they can feel confident about themselves? Well, first, I would say you need to acknowledge what you do like about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because we all got things that we may not like as much as other parts. You know what I mean? Like for me, I used to hate like my armpit glands because I found like growing up, I found myself always having sweaty armpits in school. And so it's like I couldn't even raise my hand I have a
Wet
deodorant
spot.
stain on my dang shirt. So I'm like this, or I'm wet because it's
Right.
sweating. And girl, there was nothing I could do about it. It was just sweating. And so I had to, and it still does it to this day. Like even when I get on lives, I get on podcasts, my armpits just sweat, and it's something that just have to embrace. It's just something that I have to
Absolutely.
deal with. Just like I know this is small, but I didn't used to like my feet. I used to get teased because my second toe was bigger than my first one, and
Girl,
I got
stop your mess. It's all right. It's all right because I'm hairy. So, I got teased by that. I used to get called Fox and everything because I'm hairy. But hell, my daddy hairy.
right,
So,
right. It got
out of
nothing to do
all the
about it.
siblings, like now my little sister, she ain't hairy, but me. I'm
Like,
hairy.
why I
The
gotta have my
boys hairy, right? I'm like, what the hell? But it is what it
right?
is. I'm still
Exactly.
cute. Ha.
Okay. My feet still cute no matter if they
That
look like hands or
hello.
not. Okay.
You stop. I know that's real. Oh my God, y'all better believe it. So love yourself no matter what your flaws are or what you
Mm-hmm.
feel like a person would talk about. Still love yourself.
Exactly.
All
Exactly. And give
right.
yourself compliments.
Absolutely. Shoot, I do it all the time.
Okay.
Hello. If
Okay.
I'm
Don't wait for
living
somebody
there,
else to give you a compliment.
right. I'm still
Give
cute.
yourself a compliment.
Hello, I'm gonna give myself one night. I'm cute.
Yes. And
Hello.
take yourself out on a date. Get dressed.
Absolutely.
Get cute. Take yourself out on a date. Go to the movies. Go to a dinner by yourself. I'm telling you, it's empowering going places by yourself.
I need to start. That's something every time I
It builds your
work,
confidence.
it be working home. Like I don't do nothing else. Working home, with my kids and, my better half. So it's always, I need
Another thing I
to
want to say,
get
Miss
out more.
Sheila.
You are absolutely, even if I do have to go sit by myself.
Okay, and nothing's wrong with that. That's your me time. We all need me time. We don't need to be up under somebody 24/7.
Right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you
True.
need that me time. It's so important. Trust me. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say another way for them to be confident. Um, Dang, what was I gonna say? I said to
Honey, take your
acknowledge the things that
time.
they do like about themselves, and then there was something else I wanted to say. I hate when I draw a blank. uh,
That's all right. That's all right,
oh,
honey.
acknowledge some
That's all
things that
right.
you do well. Like acknowledge some things that you do well that you're good at. You know, what are your strengths?
Right.
Those are things to build your confidence. Like and celebrate your wins. Like what have you accomplished? I know you accomplished something. So even the small wins, we need to be celebrating all of them.
Absolutely. So what can you tell a woman um why they should engage in self-care?
Girl, because if you don't, okay, so this is the thing. If you do not take care of yourself, if you don't give your time for yourself to give yourself self care, you're teaching other people how to treat you. So if
Mm,
you're not treating yourself well, nobody else is either. You have to show people how to treat you. So you need that time to pour into yourself, or you're gonna find yourself burnt out, having an
mm,
attitude, having low energy, being overwhelmed, um, just not being your best self. Trust
right.
me, your cup is gonna be low. Your cup is not gonna be full and running over. You want your cup
Mm,
to be running over. And if you want that to happen, you have to pour into yourself. You have to give yourself
absolutely.
time to love on you. That's why I just took a week break off social media. And people act like, oh, I wouldn't take a break. You're gonna go lost in the algorithm. Forget the algorithm. Okay?
Right. You got
And
to
what's
worry
meant
about
for Ty is gonna
yourself.
be for Ty. When I get
Hello.
back, the algorithm gonna be back popping. Okay?
Right.
I
I
don't
know
care
that's
about the
real.
algorithm. Like I'm taking a break. I
I
need
know that's
time off of
real.
this mug
Right. Right.
so
And I
we can
think
be
that's
our
something.
best self. Like you
Right.
can't be your best self if you're not refreshing. You know,
Right.
it's just like having an upgrade on a phone. If you don't get that upgrade, not really an upgrade, but that new download, like that new software that they
Mm-hmm.
need you to download,
Them
your phone
updates.
not gonna be
Mm-hmm.
working properly. It's the
Right.
same with you. You have to, deplug. You have to plug away, get plug and pour into you so that you can pour into somebody else. You can't give what you don't have.
True. True. You couldn't have said it better myself. So, is it important for a woman to take care of her body and her mind?
Heck yeah. If you ain't taking care of your body, the mug gonna fall apart. You got to take care of your health and you got to take care of your mind. Your
Absolutely.
mind is so important. Um, because what we think turns into actions. Actions turns into habits. Habits turns into the lifestyle. So it's so important, what we're doing, with our brain, that we're training our brain, we're training our paradigm, because a lot of us are still stuck in old paradigms. So we have to shift it. We've been programmed to think a certain way. We have to, deprogram and reprogram it with, better things,
Right.
new knowledge, you know, better habits, um,
Mm-hmm.
better routines, those type of things. So
Right.
yes, you do need to be working on your mind, because you're gonna come across some intellectual people, and if you're not working on your mind, I mean, you can't even relate because you're not working on yourself. And for
True.
me personally, if you're not working on yourself, you're dying. Because we all should be growing. We all should be learning. We all should be becoming a better version of ourselves. And if you're not
Right.
doing that, you don't want nothing in life.
Mm, I heard that. So if a woman is struggling with self care, what would you tell them?
uh, they need to find time for self care. That's important, and it's a priority, and you deserve it. So it shouldn't be a struggle. Because honestly, I used to struggle with it. I didn't even know what that was,
Right.
and it's no wonder why I struggle so dang bad. It's because I never gave time to myself. I'm so worried about trying to please somebody else. I
Mm,
ain't even pleasing myself.
I almost bought that. That's what I'm talking about. Woo, yes, sir. So, all right, y'all. She is going to bring back a question that she said earlier about hair. So you guys get ready, type it in, whatever you think that she said. So hopefully you guys were listening. And
Yes.
whoever gets the answer correct will be the winner of her ebook. So
Yes.
what question do you have for him, Ty?
Um, I was over here trying to brainstorm. What I told him? So I think I'm gonna go with, because this is what I came up with. I think I'm gonna go with, what was the oil? The name of the oil I said that would help with your frizz.
All right. So what was the name of the oil that she said that would help with your frizzes, guys? So type in your answer. Y'all want to play some music? Do, do, do,
Do,
do,
do,
do,
do, do,
do,
do.
do. Oh no, one of the viewers said they missed it.
Aw.
Sorry,
What?
sorry, sorry. Oh. Does
Well, if no
anybody
one
know the
answers,
answer?
we gonna come up with a different question.
All right, if you guys don't know the answer, we're going to move on to the next question. Okay. A couple of them said they missed it about
Dang.
the oil. Okay. Shame on y'all. Nah, just joking.
Okay, so let's see. What was one of the questions you gave me, Miss Sheila? Like what?
But the hair, one of the
Mm-hmm.
questions that I had asked was how often should they wash their hair?
I felt like that was gonna be too easy. That's why I
That
didn't
was
want to
too
go
easy.
with that one.
Okay. Hold on, let me tell you. So the next question was why, let me see. If they have curly hair, how can they bring life back to it if it's dry and damaged? Would that be the same as the oil?
I don't think you asked me that one.
I did.
Did you?
Mm,
Well, if it's damaged, we need to find out why is it damaged? What kind of
right,
damage is it? You know, is it split ends? Is it uh dyed damaged or bleach damaged? You know what I mean? Because there could be so
right,
many different types of damages.
right.
It could be burned. You know. Uh,
I got one.
okay.
Okay, let's see if y'all remember. What is the name of her ebook?
Ha. Let's see.
Come
Now,
on,
whoever
y'all.
remembers it definitely needs to get the book.
Right. So, what's the name of her ebook? Because I know, hopefully, all you guys was on there to listen to that.
Hopefully.
I
Hopefully.
know.
If not, we're gonna ask them about what should they wash their hair.
You guys, I told y'all to pay attention.
Dang, what they say?
Nobody wrote anything yet.
Oh,
Nothing, guys.
they must didn't hear it, or it slipped their mind. Let's just go with
Right.
this. What is the temperature of the water that you should be washing your hair with?
Now, I know y'all better remember that one now. Because even
Yeah.
I remember. So, what is the temperature you should wash your hair with, guys? Lukewarm, somebody said.
Yay! Come on, lukewarm. Somebody said that.
Congratulations, Anna.
Who was it?
Anna.
Anna. Congratulations, Anna.
Congratulations. So I will get her information and then would you just send it to her that way or
Yep. Yep.
whatever?
I can just give
Okay.
her a code and she can just go to the website and grab it.
Okay. Perfect. So I'll write that down and then I'll give it to her
Okay.
to do that. But I want to thank you so much for coming on, being a guest. This was very educational on both ends, from the empowering women to the hair. It was very educational. And I thank you so much for joining
You're
me
so
on
welcome.
Rags to Riches. We definitely will have to do this again
Oh yeah. Oh
because I
yeah.
definitely enjoyed it.
Yes,
And
I
go
did too.
ahead.
Thank you for having me, Miss Sheila.
Absolutely. And is there a website
My
or
website is my website is getting created.
okay.
But you can definitely follow me on all networks. YouTube is Ty the Natural. My IG is Ty the Natural. My TikTok is Ty the Natural. But I'm really more on IG and YouTube. So definitely find me over there and get connected with me.
All right, guys, you heard that, and you're so welcome, Anna. Um,
Oh,
definitely
and
go follow her.
I did want to tell them I do have a 4 week program that is going to help with transformation of you accepting yourself and believing in yourself. So if anyone needs coaching to help them be the best version of themselves, definitely connect with me.
Absolutely, guys. Y'all make sure y'all hit her up. Make sure you go follow all her platforms. Ty the Natural, and again, she's having a 4 weeks course that's gonna help you find yourself. So get into it, ladies. Get into it.
Yes.
Again, thank you so much for being a guest. Until next time, guys, thank you for tuning in. Peace.
Peace.